Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week at Everything You Need to Know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news rapid wage growth is heaping pressure on American inflation and undermining their labour productivity. But first, last week may have been a turning point for American retail sales, with the weekly Redbook survey reporting an unusual softening. It's only 1 week, but this result is right out of range and one we should keep an eye on. Meanwhile, inflation and the pandemic is really hurting American labour productivity. Unit labour costs surged by more than 10% from the same June quarter a year ago, and well above analyst forecasts. The data for the first quarter was revised up to almost 13%. The second quarter 2022 data reflects some chunky movements, a 5.7% jump in hourly compensation and a 4.6% fall in productivity. To put this in a historic perspective, American unit labour cost increases 9.5% over the full prior year, the biggest rise in 40 years. All eyes now turn to the American CPI data for July, which is now expected to come in at 8.7%, but lower than the 9.1% reported for June. And separately, there are problems on American cattle farms. Drought and high feed costs are undermining viability for both pasture ranches and feedlots, and herds are being culled, a shift that will tighten beef supplies there for years ahead. In Japan, machine tool orders slipped in July from June and have been reported up only 5.5% from year-ago levels. That is sharply lower than the June gain of 17% year-on-year. In Australia, the Westpac Melbourne Institute Consumer Confidence Survey found slipping sentiment, not huge from June, but it's the 9th consecutive monthly decline they've recorded. Consumers may be drooping, but business sentiment actually improved in July, according to the widely watched NAB survey. And the OECD is reporting that historically high inflation, low consumer confidence, and declining stock markets in the main economies are showing a global loss of growth momentum. The latest assessment for the giant US economy had their third quarter expansion running at a very tepid 1% currently. The US Treasury 10-year yield starts today at 2.80%, and that's 3 basis points higher than this time yesterday. And the price of gold will open today at $1,794 an ounce, which is up another $6 from this time yesterday. And oil prices start today up 50 US cents. And this is now just on $90 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is just on $96 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar will open today at 62.8 US cents, which is little change from this time yesterday. Against the Australian dollar, we're up a little to 90.2 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're marginally softer at 61.5 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today just on 71.2, and still right in the range we've been in for the past month. Get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston.